I heard the comment that this could lead to a tax cut. Did I hear correctly yesterday?
You're in. So this is a tax cut, or should be, if you got good school boards. But this should allow them to reduce the property tax on those businesses.
Senator, I'm a little uncomfortable crossing my fingers and hoping that it could lead to a tax cut. I wondered, is there a way we could guarantee that our businesses would get a reduction?
Senator, few members.
No, I'm asking the amendment that we're going to consider. Is there any language in that amendment?
No, sir.
There's
no,
not.
sir.
Okay.
Because I'm not smart enough to craft that. And again,
thank you, Mr. President, members of the Senate. When I look over this amendment and what we've heard talked about this amendment, I want to tell you a little story about my older brother who had a very successful used car business. And he'd sold some of these cars on credit. And I was sitting in his office one day, and a fellow who'd been riding him, you know, on paying his, some would pay by the week, by the month, whatever. Somebody was really behind on making his payments, and he said, "Craig, I'm going to be in tomorrow to make my payment." And my brother's response was, "I'm going to be the blue guy in the corner, holding my breath, waiting on that payment to come in." Mr. President, members of the Senate, when I was told that this amendment would lead to a tax cut to business, I'm going to be the blue guy back there waiting on that tax cut to come. My side is hurting. That's the best joke I've heard on this Senate floor. There is no way that this amendment is going to lead to a tax cut on small business or on any business. If we wanted to cut taxes on business, then we need to cut taxes on business. And I want to remind the body that $100 million that we put towards, we're paying off debt. We're paying off debt. We're doing the responsible thing when we found that extra money. We're doing what every one of you would do sitting at your kitchen table. If you've budgeted and you found some extra money and you owed nearly $1 billion, we need to put that $100 million, in my opinion, towards debt. We could put it towards some of these unfunded liabilities, which is a tax cut for the future. We could put it towards paying off the deficit in the prepayment tuition plan. I'm told we could even eliminate, we could close that account for good. Wouldn't you like to go home to your district and say, not only did we pay off debt, we finished one, we closed an account, good, to never come back anymore. That's what we could do. When we put that $100 million towards the federal debt on the unemployment insurance, we're going to see an 18% tax cut to every employer in this state. Every employer in this state will see an 18% unemployment tax cut. If we were to put this $105 million towards that same federal debt, just think of the relief that all the employers that we represent would see. That would be a tax cut, I would guess, would be close to 30%. Be close to 30%. What? Well, some may believe that this amendment, well, some may believe that this amendment will result in a tax cut. Like I said, I'm going to be the blue guy over there holding my breath waiting on this amendment resulting in a tax cut. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. This is not a tax cut.
Senator,
this amendment is not a tax cut and will not lead to anybody's taxes getting cut.
did you tell folks it's going for tax refund? I'm confused. I was hoping you could help me.
I'm as confused as you are, Senator. Like I said, I'm going to be the blue guy waiting over there waiting on that tax relief for our businesses. It's not going to happen.
So you don't think that's going to, so you think this
And it won't happen. It will not happen. This amendment will not result in tax relief.
So you think that maybe if we sit in
I know, I don't think.
What